the Women Who Hoop, your favorite AI women's basketball podcast. I'm Jay.
And I'm Kate. Great to be here.
Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, a really high-stakes game from the recent WNBA season. We've looked at all the angles, the stats, the takes.
We have.
To give you the clearest picture of what went down and why it's so important. You'll be totally up to speed.
Absolutely. We're zeroing in on the Indiana Fever versus the Seattle Storm, the game on August 26th, 2025. And look, this wasn't just, another game.
No way.
It felt pivotal. Huge implications for the playoffs for both teams. Almost like a pre-playoff showdown, but with all that regular season pressure packed in.
Right. And the setup was, wow, let's paint that picture. The Fever, coming in at 19-18, were kind of clinging on to that 8th seed spot.
Barely hanging on.
Yeah, and their form wasn't great, was it? Some folks were saying they were free-falling down the standings, lost 4 of their last 5. They really, really needed to, right the ship.
That's exactly it. Now, flip that. Look at the Seattle Storm. They walk in 2018, sitting a bit prettier in the 6th seed.
Good.
But, pretty's relative in this league, right? Especially in the playoff hunt. They were actually hot on a 3-game win streak, won 4 of their last 5.
So the momentum was definitely with them.
Totally. So for both teams, this game was, massive. Massive for playoff seeding. You got to be in the top 8. So, yeah, the positioning was everything here.
And the context for the Fever, it's just wild. Forget the standings for a second. They were dealing with this unbelievable injury crisis.
Oh, man, it was bad.
Think about it. Caitlin Clark, obviously their superstar, out. 16th straight game, groin injury. Then Sophie Cunningham, out for the season, knee. Chloe Bibby, also knee. Sydney Colson, Arari McDonald.
The list just goes on.
It's like half their key players were just gone. And yet, even with Clark not playing, Gainbridge Fieldhouse had this unofficial Caitlin Clark night.
Yeah, I saw that.
They unveiled her new Nike logo, gave out T-shirts. It just shows you her impact, even from the sidelines.
It really does. And, connecting that to the bigger picture, it really shines a light on the coaching, specifically Stephanie White.
Absolutely. Give her props.
Seriously. Facing that many injuries, key players out for so long, a lot of teams would just fall apart completely. But White, she somehow kept them together, kept them competitive, and crucially, kept them believing they could win. Her ability to navigate that mess, all those injuries, keeping the team focused, that's just top-tier leadership. It's more than just X's and O's,
Definitely about morale and strategy under fire. Okay, so let's get into the game itself because, yeah, it lived up to the hype. Right from the jump, Indiana came out intense, really intense.
You could feel it.
Odyssey Sims, she scores the very first points. Now, maybe that seems small, right? Just the first bucket. But looking back, it sort of felt like a sign. It pointed to this lack of intensity, maybe a bit of flatness from the Storm right from the very beginning. Fever in 5th gear, Storm maybe still warming up.
That's a great point. It really set a tone. So first quarter, Indiana jumps out, leads 26-20. And Kelsey Mitchell, by the way, hits a 3 early on, sets a new Fever record for points in a season. Pretty cool.
Nice milestone for her.
Yeah. But then, this is where it gets kind of crazy. There's this really hard collision, head-to-head. Lexi Hull for the Fever, Gabby Williams for the Storm.
Ooh, scary moment.
Yeah, Hull had to leave, concussion protocol. But here's the thing, her toughness. Unbelievable. She actually comes back in the second quarter.
No way, after head collision.
Right. And that moment, her just coming back out there, refusing to stay down, that seemed to just electrify the Fever. It wasn't just getting a player back. It felt like a huge psychological boost for the whole team. Real grit. Incredible.
That shows you the fight they had, and that fight carried into the second quarter. Fever kept pushing, extended the lead. It was 50-39 at halftime. They outscored Seattle 24-19 in the second.
Yep. Odyssey Sims kept playing well, stepped up big time. And Aliyah Boston, she even drained a 3 right at the shot clock buzzer. Showed how dialed in they were.
Everyone pitching in.
Exactly. But the third quarter, that was the real separation. This is where Indiana just absolutely took control. They didn't just hold the lead, they blew it wide open.
What was the score difference there?
They outscored Seattle 24-7. 24-7. So going into the fourth, it's suddenly 74-56 Indiana.
Unlimited.
Utterly dominant. Aliyah Boston was just relentless. Scored 10 points in that quarter alone. Had that awesome N1 play, scoring through contact.
Beast mode.
Totally. That quarter really showed Indiana's focus, their execution on both ends. They just shut Seattle down and turned defense into easy offense.
Yeah.
It felt like a masterclass from White, honestly, showing what that team could do even shorthanded.
And the fourth quarter, well, they just put the exclamation point on it. Boston kept scoring, finished with 23 points. And during the game, she actually got her 1,000th career rebound, too.
Another milestone.
Yep. And then you get the highlight moment, the Clark range shot.
Oh, yeah. Odyssey Sims.
From half court.
Yeah.
Just heaves it up, pure desperation, and it banks in.
Even she looked shocked.
Right. Pushed the lead to 30 points. After that, Seattle basically waved the white flag, cleared the bench. Game over.
Yeah, that was the signal.
Oh, and another little note. Erica Wheeler hit her 3,000th career point in that game, too.
A lot of individual achievements mixed in there. So, okay, let's break it down. Where was this game really won, and where did Seattle lose it? The stats tell a pretty clear story, don't they?
They really do.
Fever's win was built on, I think, two main things. First, rebounding. They just on the glass. Out-rebounded the Storm 42-21.
42-21. That's huge.
It's massive. And that directly led to an 18-point advantage in second chance points. For you watching, understanding that rebounding gap, it shows how just controlling the boards can completely swing a game, especially one this important.
Definitely snowballs.
For sure. Second thing was their defense, especially second half. Stephanie White apparently challenged them at halftime to lock in defensively.
And they listened.
Oh, they absolutely did. It led to turnovers, transition points, easy looks, just great intensity and discipline.
So on the flip side, what happened with the Storm? Why couldn't they match that?
Well, Nneka Ogwumike basically said it herself after the game. They just failed to match the energy.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. She said they needed to be a little bit more aggressive. It felt like more than just an off night, maybe part of a pattern. Rebounding, like we said, it's been a problem for them all season. They're one of the worst rebounding teams.
That's got to be frustrating for them, giving up easy second chances.
Constantly. And then their pick and roll defense, it really struggled against Kelsey Mitchell. She got too comfortable. Now,
yeah,
there was that chatter online, like on Reddit, some fans speculating maybe the Storm lost on purpose for draft picks.
Oh, right. The tanking theories.
Yeah. But look, that's just pure fan talk, no evidence. On the court, they just looked outworked and outplayed. Simple as that.
Gotcha. So the fallout, the immediate playoff picture change.
The big changes. That 95-75 win for the Fever, it catapulted them from 8th place all the way up to 6th. Now they're 2018.
Wow. Big jump.
And crucially, they swept the season series against Seattle, 3-0. That's a huge tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah. Tiebreakers are key. And the Storm.
They dropped from 6th down to 8th, now 2019, and they also fell behind Golden State. So, yeah, massive momentum swing for Indiana right when they needed it most.
Just injects life into their playoff hopes.
Totally. And, while all this was happening in Indiana, there were other big things going on around the league that same night.
Right. The season keeps moving.
Exactly. Like Alyssa Thomas for Phoenix. She set a new WNBA single-season record with her 7th triple-double. 7th? That's insane, isn't it? 12 points, 16 rebounds, 15 assists. It just shows you how valuable those all-around stat-stuffing players are becoming. It's not just scoring anymore.
Got to impact the whole game.
Right. And Gabby Williams, even in the loss for Seattle, she broke their franchise record for steals in a season that night.
So some individual bright spots even in defeat.
Yeah, exactly. And just quick reminder on league leaders overall. Nafisa Collier still leading in scoring, Angel Reese grabbing all the rebounds, and Alicia Wilson topping the charts in win shares.
Yeah.
Just incredible talent across the board this year.
Man, what a game to break down. It really had everything, didn't it? A perfect example of a team facing just massive adversity, tons of injuries, and still finding a way to rally, execute perfectly when the pressure was highest. It says so much about belief, coaching, and just pure grit.
It really does. And it makes you wonder, right? Seeing the Fever do that, so shorthanded, with Stephanie White pulling the strings. What does that resilience, that performance under fire, tell us about what it really takes to make a deep playoff run this season?
Is it just talent, or is it something more?
Exactly. Is that grit, that ability to overcome the actual difference maker? Something to think about.
Definitely something for you, the listener, to think about. What stood out to you in this game? Do you buy the Fever's momentum now? Can they keep this going into the playoffs? Let us know down in the comments.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, please give us a like, subscribe to The Women Who Hoop for way more WNBA analysis like this, and maybe share it with your friends who love the game.
Thanks so much for listening to The Women Who Hoop. We'll catch you next time.